Hello everybody, I am Samuel15 of the Dragon Tamer here, or Samuel15 for short, and welcome to Competitive Fridays, where each and every single Friday, for the most part, we take a look at a competitive deck in the standard format, which is, let's see, black and white boundaries crossed through X and Y Primal Clash at the time of this video. So, and we play this competitive deck against another competitive deck. And with that, we don't do any deck lists or anything along those lines. We just straight up take one of my competitive decks and just play it against another competitive deck and see if it's worthy putting it on YouTube. That's the whole entire idea. So yeah, I'm playing VirGen Genesect. I have no idea what my opponent is playing just yet. Be interesting. Interesting. I wish you could like zoom in, like zoom in on the back of people's cards, or like zoom in on people's coins, you know? So you can take a good look at it. Opponent bench 2 Combee. I was just gonna let him pass. I don't know why he put down 2. End turn. I think I'm just gonna sit here and just wait. I get a free win. Opponent decided to play and decides to shuffle all his cards back into his deck. Great. It's amazing. I'm not dead drawing, I just don't feel like doing anything. This definitely will not end up on YouTube. Actually, this might. If like the next next game we get is competitive. This is a Combee deck. I thought like once like they changed the rules so only like they only after a certain amount of time does someone get the wheel, but that's whatever. I didn't think I thought that whole entire thing just killed off these fun weird decks. The point, for those who are wondering what are the points of those decks, the point of them is just to get to the wheel real quickly and get some prizes. That was the original point of it. However, since they separated the wheel, make a winner's wheel and a loser's wheel, people have been doing that a little less often. So that's the whole entire point of that deck. To lose. That's probably something you'll never see in real life, honestly. I mean, I say probably because you never know. Just go to league chubs. Like sometimes you find really weird stuff you really want to see, like the states on up or cities on up or something like that. I mean, you can get some unusual stuff out of cities, but this is actually not too terrible of a hand. I mean, it's doable. I mean, it's nothing you want to get. I mean, you definitely want to have a better hand. But it's nothing terrible. It looks like we're facing some kind of another weird deck. Seriously. I have to get some competitive. Oh, crud. Actually, am. This actually may be some decent deck. I don't know. It just seems not very good to me. No, that could just be me judging it prematurely. Well, it doesn't. This kind of deck does not seem very good to me. I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion, and I think I'm entitled to my opinion. So I think I'm gonna keep the other plasma energy and the plasma frigate in my hand for now, and just pass the turn here. I definitely will attach the. Oh no! Who's this Lysander? Alright, let's tap back a Skyla. Luckily my opponent is dead drawing with the Wazoo. And top decked a muscle man. That's great. Not gonna complain about that. If we can get a switch, or like some kind of one of our switching cards, I'd be fine. This is doable. This is doable. Ah, sends up the Drudagon with rough skin. You. I'm gonna take 20 damage because I damaged it. It sucks. For those who are wondering what this Drudagon does, it basically has a Rocky Helmet for an ability. That's pretty much it. You could have paused right there and fully did the ability if you wanted to, but that's the idea. For those who don't know what Rocky Helmet is, which may be a few people because Rocky Helmet is pretty bad, it basically means every time you attack it, you take 2 damage for doing so. Not fun. No, it's not. Let's see. Opponent got rid of a Phantom and a Donphan. That's interesting. Probably gonna get a Phanpy here. Called it. And Phanpy has a lot of HP. Darn him. Let's see. What am I gonna do here? This is interesting. I think I'm just gonna take a cheap prize here because I can. I don't want to really feel like I'm damaging that anymore. I actually do have VS Seeker. Though I do want to Ultra Ball here. What do I Ultra Ball away? I think I get rid of the Professor's Letter. I already got rid of one E-Switch, so I'm not very fond of doing that again. And I only have this. I don't feel like using. This is a horrible hand. It could be worse, I guess, but I'm just gonna get the Deoxys out now. Just VS Seeker for the Juniper now. I'm just gonna straight up Animal Slash here. Probably had to discard the energy switch anyway, so I probably should just got rid of it. But I didn't feel like getting rid of 2 of them. Get an Anna right there. That's great. Actually, in a pretty good position. Of course, there's the stupid Sigilyph on the bench, but I'm not in a horrible position right now. Really not. Everything here, for the most part, gets one-shotted. If I get a muscle band, but I did not get a muscle band, so that sucks. I think I could have gotten. No, I could not have. I could have actually decked a little bit and just Juniper, but decided against it for whatever reason. And this Donphan's starting to get a little scary. I don't like that. It's going to promote the the Trevenant. And for those who wonder what Trevenant does, it basically means you can't play items. Yeah, that's not fun. Not fun at all. I'm going to retreat here. Get rid of the plasma energy. I'm just going to start just one-shotting everything. So I feel like my opponent might be able to wreck here, but if he does not wreck here, I will be able to respond, which is important. Opponent can wreck here, well, there's a very good, but I will very much so be able to one-shot him. So, and he'll be left without any energy. So does he necessarily want to do that? That's what my opponent's currently going to be thinking about. No, just decided to do that, which was a smart play. I'm not even gonna. That was a smart play. In my opinion, it was a smart play. That's probably what I would have done. He's just gonna go to the Trevenant, which is not a terrible strategy in the slightest. And I'm going to Lysandra up something. Yeah, actually, I'm just gonna kill this. Gonna kill it. Gonna Team Plasma Ball while I can. Nope. don't want to play that really. I'm gonna just be a seeker for Lysander now. My opponent does know I have it at this point, but I really don't care too much. Where did I put this energy? That's the thing. I think I put it here. And I'm gonna get rid of that, and it's kind of interesting where I'm gonna put this 20 damage. I think I will put it here, so I can just Lysander that up next turn. Because that rushing remedy is actually very scary. Not very scary, it's just slightly intimidating, you know? Opponent gets a Donphan, probably going to want to get a letter if he can. If he didn't already. I don't see letter in there now. So this is actually somewhat of a competitive deck, I guess. Trevenant. Donphan. This is entirely uncompetitive, not the slightest. Gets a silver bangle there. I'm at the point in the game where I really don't need to worry about too much. Opponent decides to retreat, give me abilities, and just hold it off for another day. Not a terrible strategy. Not one at all. It's one I don't mind. Though I'm just going to kill the rushing ram. My opponent is drawing a little dead of the energy, but, you know, that's kind of how it sometimes is. So I'm going to chip away. And my opponent's in a very bleak position. Now, I'm out of the Sandra effects for now, but I can easily get some later. I do play ways of getting it back. My opponent's probably going to just hit me for a good 70. I mean, worst case scenario, I knock out I knock out this thing, you know? Worst case scenario. And it looks like I'm going to be able to knock something out. I'm surprised my opponent has yet to put up the Sigilith. And it's just for this very reason I'm actually going to hold off on it. Because my opponent could just bring that thing up and I'm not able to attack it. That is entirely a possibility. So I'm going to attach here, just in case I need a G-booster, and I actually should have attached it earlier. I just feel like I wanted to put it for Muscle Man or something like along those lines. Then take a knockout here, and 220 here. So my opponent needs to end here. That's pretty much this consensus. My opponent will take a knockout, but I have a big, huge effect on the bench. And that's game. Even if my opponent were to end there, I think I was going to be in a pretty good spot as it was. As long as I didn't really dead draw too much, my opponent just gives up. I don't know why my opponent gave up. For all my opponent knew I did not have a Skylar or did not have it, but there's a very good chance with my massive hand size that I did have the stuff I needed to close out the game. Which is probably a good idea on his part, to be honest, on his behalf. So, we didn't have the most competitive matchup against a Donphan deck in the world, and it wasn't the most competitive looking Donphan deck in the world, but, you know, it's a competitive-ish matchup, I guess. Though, in regard, to be honest, Donphan is a very bad matchup against VirGen Jazzec as it is. Unless, however, VirGen Jazzec does not play Deoxys. Because as more and more people are getting brave with VirGen and starting to equip their VirGen decks, they're starting to realize that not too many people are playing Donphan. And since not too many people are playing Donphan, people who do sometimes play Donphan are realizing, wait a minute, people aren't expecting Donphan, so I'll play Donphan. That's how it kind of is. Donphan was honestly a, to be perfectly honest, and back in its heyday when it was good, it was good because no one really expected it. It was good because no one really had too many counters for it. But now that people are developing counters for it, it's not that good anymore. That's really the only reason why I feel like Donphan could be good. It's not so much Donphan, in my opinion. It's not so much as a tier deck, so much as a meta call. Same thing with Flareon. If people expect Flareon or Donphan or fun decks like that, people will equip their decks for them because those are scary matchups. Those are weird and interesting matchups. But you know, if people do expect it, then those decks really don't have a chance. So I feel like those decks do well in formats or tournaments where people don't expect those decks. But that's just my opinion. So what do I know? I am Samuel15, the Dragon Tamer here. I'm just mumbling at this point. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please subscribe for further content. I do Pokemon PTCGO stuff all the time, as well as the occasional pack opening, and I do pack openings, and I also do rankings on pretty much every Sunday for the most part. Pretty much every other Sunday, you know. So I'm Samuel15, the Dragon Tamer here. Hope you guys liked today's video. Please subscribe and all that silly stuff, and I'll see you guys on next time.